So I'm sure you guys have a lot of questions, and I think even an hour video would not be able to answer all of them. But I'll do my best here to talk to you all about how we became an organization and how all this became what it is now. Originally, it was just really Rich and I. We had been doing Allcraft at that time for a couple of years together, and we become really good friends. And we wanted to do something more that gave us the opportunity to hang out more and also to work together more. And so we came up with this idea of making an org and building the org around our friends and building the org around friendship in general. And I think that's where Esfand came in. Esfand was one of our best friends at that time and still is, by the way. Still is. And he was one of our best friends at the time. And we told him that we wanted to make an org, and he was completely all in. And the three of us came together and we talked about it and we talked about it and we talked about it. And that's all we did. And that's why we needed Tips. Whenever I saw the work that Tips is able to do with the CDL, the ability that he had to really connect and make things happen, I knew that we needed somebody like Tips to be part of our organization and really make it happen. And so we asked Tips if he would be willing to do that and be a part of what we were trying to make. And here he is.
I said no, but here anyway.
That's right. We're very persuasive. And the fact is that we all kind of come from one space, one little corner of the internet. And we had a lot of conversations about who else would we want to be part of the org, who else would we want to be part of our organization, and who else was really one of our friends that we wanted to spend more time with. So we had to get Mizkif.
Sorry.
Yeah, it is what it is, guys. You know, it is what it is. And so we asked him to be part of it too. I felt like Mizkif completed the organization. Mizkif was the missing puzzle piece. And the five of us together have been working on this, honestly, what is it, guys, like 6 months? Something like that? Yeah, this has been a long time coming. And I know, Rich, you and I have been talking about this for how long?
I don't even know. I think like one of the really big things is when I feel like definitely knew that this was going to happen was all the way back at the dueling tournament. Because we had already spoken about it, and then the three of us got together and we made the dueling tournament, and the entire time we were just like, we need to do this all the time. We need to do more than this.
I remember a very, very clear moment, a memory in my mind of the dueling tournament is we were all laying on, all three of us at the same time, laying on Esfand's twin air mattress. The one he's still sleeping on. Twin air mattress, all laying on the mattress, all at the same time, reading out good tweets to each other. Like, man, did you see what they said about your thing that you did? Like, aw, dude, they said that it was so good, man. They said you did a great job too, man. And I think that the chemistry that we had there was really just kind of what brought it together. And then I know Esfand, my dad even still brings up you doing the green screen in front of the characters.
Yeah, it's super funny.
I watched.
Nice.
Thanks.
No, but it's kind of crazy to think how far like everything has come since the very beginning of this. I mean, I guess that was the first sort of like the beginning of everything was right whenever we did the dueling tournament, and we wanted to do more of that stuff. It didn't really happen. Tips did an incredible job, and I remember when you guys came to me like about 6 months ago or so, because you guys messaged me. I think it was the day of. You guys were like, you know what, let's do this. You guys messaged me, bring me in the call, and the conversation came up, and the other two people obviously were Tips and Miz. Tips, like Asmon said, has done an incredible job with the CDL, getting stuff done. And making sure there's like a consistent, community-driven, I guess, recurring community-driven event that's happening in Classic WoW and really the greater WoW community, right? Like it's whether you're like retail or Classic, it doesn't really matter, right? It's about the section and people having stuff to be done together. And Tips has done an excellent job with that. It's been ridiculous. And Mizkif kind of being that X Factor piece, the missing piece of the puzzle that Asmon said. I remember I specifically said, I was like, look, me and Miz are like tied at the hip, right? Like we're building houses together. We're gonna be neighbors. Everything we do, it's me and Miz do like everything together. So if we're gonna go through and we're gonna commit to doing this org, then the one guy, not only is he 100% perfect fit in every single category, but he's also one of my best friends is Miz, and that's whenever
We're
Miz came
best
in, and
friends.
they completely agreed.
Well, that was the thing. Like, you look at the group, and it just made so much sense. The second that you said Mizkif's name, because at that point we knew that it was going to be the four of us, and the second that you said Mizkif's name, every single person on the call was like, no matter what it takes, like let's try to get Miz excited about this. And when we actually did get to jump in the call with you and try to make it happen. It was one of the most exciting days of getting this entire thing
It was
together.
such a relief that you were just completely fucking all in on
Yes.
board. I was worried that we were going to have to talk to you about it.
didn't
It was going to have
flinch.
to wine and dine you. But you were just like, okay, what does it take? I'm all in.
Well, because I know, like Rich gets things done. Asmon doesn't jump into things easily. Tips does amazing things with dueling tournaments and everything else. And then, like Esfand said, we both go in on with each other no matter what. So just the four of you guys, I know what you guys can do, and I know that what we can bring to the table. I knew that was a perfect fit. So I knew that was what I wanted to do.
You know what's funny, and we've never told you this before. We prepped for that call for like an hour or two.
You did?
We were like, yeah, what are we gonna say to Mizkif, dude? Like, how are we gonna get him on board for this? Like, we actually prepped in a Discord call, and then Esfand's like, yo, he's gonna get in the call. And then we're like, hey, how are you doing, Mizkif? Rich here. Nice to talk to you again. Because I hadn't seen you since 4th of July.
I don't think I was there for
really?
that, was I?
For the prep?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I don't think I was there for
Oh, did you not know that we prepped for? We prepped for the call. We talked strategy.
Oh, yeah. And I was like, okay, we're going to bring this to the table. We're going to bring that to the table.
that.
Oh, yeah. It was insane.
You guys immediately said to do it. I said, I'm down.
Okay.
I don't think I even flinched. I was like, I'm down.
Yeah.
Not at all. Which was why it felt so right. And Miz already started to talk about kind of what everybody's strengths are. But I think the thing that's so nice about this group and about this team is the fact that the strengths are kind of redundant across people, right? Like a lot of the stuff that I'm going to be doing is kind of figuring out some of the shows and making sure that those shows are possible, and then Tips executes and makes them real. Look at the people who are here. Everybody who's here has made incredible shows. So you have those conversations where every single person is able to contribute, and I feel like the whole is just so much greater than the parts even.
Yeah, I think one of the most beautiful parts of this organization is you have 5 different people, 5 very different experiences.
There's the organization.
There it is. Oh no, not open.
And even if stuff falls apart, it's gonna get finished.
Exactly.
And
This is
that's
where Tips
basically what
comes
Tips
in.
is trying to say.
Yeah, fix the fire. But the beauty really is, despite the world around us crumbling right now, especially in this year, seeing some bright lights out there in the community, all these guys doing amazing work.
That was the cue for bright lights.
But really, like, the complementary skill set, everyone comes from very different backgrounds, very different upbringings, very different communities on Twitch, but somehow all of them meshing together and hopefully working together as we move forward to bring out some really amazing content that we hope hasn't been seen on Twitch yet before. We've got a lot of really, really exciting stuff planned, a lot of very different things planned, and I'm very confident that with the people around us right now, we're going to be able to produce some pretty awesome things.
I'm so excited that people are actually going to finally hear about this, right? I think that's probably been one of the biggest.
It's been so painful not being able to talk about
Not being
it.
able to talk about it. Yeah.
It's like, oh no, like we have this big
I got a thing
plan.
that I'm doing. I
Yeah.
can't stream today.
Yeah.
Well, I like quit casting, and I was like, oh yeah, like I'm not going to cast anymore because of an announcement.
Yeah.
And it's been,
Yeah.
I've been just like kind of teasing it for a couple months now, and every single person here has given up a whole bunch, skipped days of stream. Tips and
Yeah,
I
thank you for that, guys, by the way. I appreciate it.
You're still doing all right.
I quit streaming, by the way, more or less. There's that.
And now it's finally here. I'm just
Well,
really excited.
Yeah, and kind of to piggyback off what Tip said is there is and really what you started saying, Rich, is there is a level of I guess sacrifice and like shift in like how maybe you've done things in the past or how things are going to go, and while for some of us things might change a little bit, for other people it might not change that much, but there's also like for you basically said, okay, like I'm taking like a background role and I'm not going to worry about streaming, and obviously we'll still be doing events and all kinds of stuff, and you can bet Tips is going to be at the forefront of that. But as far as like you're just not going to have time to stream so much on your own because you're going to be so focused on the org and the greater really the greater goal. So,
Tips, how much money has CDL raised for charity?
I think about $50,000, give or take.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
and that's
Congratulations.
and what that's less than a handful of tournaments.
Yeah, 3 tournaments, I
Yeah,
think.
3 tournaments. That's
Three
what I thought
tournaments.
It was. So yeah, I mean that's awesome. That's great.
And I
that's,
think-
that's one person. That's not an org. I mean that's like
It's a one-man army.
Yeah. So
And
really,
I think
really good.
like kind of the other thing too is there's still, as much as we finally get to say the biggest secret, which is the fact that we've been working on this and it's coming out, there's still a few things that we're not going to say yet that we do know are going to be happening when we talk about some of those bigger goals, because what we've made is different than a lot of the other orgs that exist. I think a lot of the other orgs are very focused on kind of the old school way of looking at things, and very focused on maybe grabbing a bunch of different teams. We have one team that we're all in on, and that's going to remain that way for the foreseeable future. The main focus that we have is coming together in one place and creating content together and being together as a group of friends, and we want everybody to be a part of that.
Yes, we're friends. We love each other.
We promise.
We promise we're friends.
Next line.
Yeah.
Off stream.
No, God, what? You don't read. Never mind.
Okay.
You're supposed to read it off stream. Never
Oh,
mind.
So yeah, guys, the org's going to be really great, and there's going to be a lot of really cool content. And these guys, as Mizkif said, they really are my friends. And how thankful I am that that is the case. Gentlemen, thank you all so much for being part of this. I really, you guys know I couldn't have done this without you. So thank you guys all so much. This is, it's a dream come true, I think, for me. And
I think for all of us.
it's,
Yeah.
it's crazy. It's awesome.
Yeah, I don't think anybody, any one of us could have ever imagined, not only like where we're at as far as like streaming or any level of content creation goes, but to be able to make the friends that we have and be able to do the things that we've done or the things that we're going to do.
You know, you know what I
in the
realized?
future.
I think you're wearing the shirt when I first met you.
You know what? I think I was, because it was at DreamHack Austin.
This
we had
is
been
cute.
friends. We had been friends for like 6 or 7 months at this time, because we made friends through McConnell
Right.
playing PUBG
PUBG
together.
with Asmon.
Yeah, we were playing PUBG together with Asmon. That's
and
whenever
you
we
showed
first
up
got
on
friends.
Ice Poseidon's RV trip, didn't you? Yes, I remember that. Yes, yes, yes.
And I think I'm wearing, this might be the same shirt that I was
It
wearing.
was 100%.
Because
It
we
was
took that
100%.
picture with that guy that we said was
Yes.
McConnell.
And then
Yeah.
I was
Oh
wearing
my
the, yes.
gosh,
Oh,
dude.
that is crazy.
That picture
That's
still
so
comes
funny,
up so
dude.
often. People are still like, is
It
that
is McConnell.
McConnell?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I think that's one of the
That's
most
crazy.
surreal
I didn't think about that at
things.
all.
Yeah, and that's exactly
Of
it.
all the things you forget, you remembered this.
I don't know. The color blue.
I mean, it's just surreal that we kind of all got to this point where you obviously go into this in a certain point. You have a goal. You think about what you want to maybe do with your stream. But for something like this to happen, it's beyond a goal. It's something that just kind of happens and kind of appears, and it's one of the most. I've never looked forward to working on something more in my life, and this group just. I feel very at home the second that we started working on everything.
And we're going to bring on more people to this fire. That's the plan. We start with us as the creators of this, and as time goes on, more and more people will join us by the fire as Asmon eats aluminum marshmallows.
Yeah, I think we definitely have some ideas.
hot. Oh my God.
Yeah, you wanted that one kind of early.
I am beyond excited to see what we can do together and what we can create for the Twitch community and what fun content we can make with each other. I know I'm a joker usually and I mess around and I'm never serious, but the amount of work that these guys have put in and the amount of work that we're going to put in is amazing. And I couldn't be happier working with these guys. I can't wait to get more people around this campfire, and I hope you guys stay tuned to see what we have to go on. So stick around and see what OTK has to offer in the next couple weeks.